Just look at this beautiful cliff on the edge of a cherry forest. But what shall I build here? It needs to be something really special. A proper showcase of me as a builder. It needs to be cute and quirky and cozy. So I decided to build a medieval watermill. And in this video I want to take you behind the scenes. I'll show you my thinking, my working, my planning. You'll see me build this and then I'll give you a tour of the inside, the outside and the landscape around it. And at the end I'll even give you a link for a free download so you can put this watermill in your world if you like it. But first let me explain why I need this build and where you can see it too. I normally play on the Ignitor SMP, but today I am on the NSG Network. This is a public server that you can join too. It was set up by one of my Ignitor friends, Minion2Gaming, so that we have a safe place where we can play with our viewers. We have set up our Ignitor starter area. Let me show you what everybody has built so far. So this is Solo's Cathedral. Sandy Sparkles and Neat Freeze are on the cherry hill right behind me. They built the cutest little houses. Over the hill here is Dark, and true to form he has hidden an entire industrial district in his basement. And then there is this amazing palace. It's right across from where I want to build. It's so big. VidMC built this live on stream. I love it. But Vid has really thrown down the gauntlet with this building, hasn't he? It's so good! So I have to really pull a rabbit out of the hat. So I've pasted the entire cherry hill into my creative world and then I took a screenshot. And I made this extremely detailed and professional sketch of what I wanted to build. A medieval watermill with a mill pond and a wheat field. And then I played around with some blocks until I came up with this color scheme. I didn't want to use the pink wood because pink is not very medieval, but the bark on the logs is a lovely deep purple, so I decided to start with that. And then I looked for some matching blocks for shading, and I think that's gonna be my roof color. And then I looked for some wood, because medieval buildings have got a lot of wood and the dark oak looks really good. And a lot of medieval houses are covered in lime wash and is often colored in this beautiful warm yellow. So I'll use that for the walls and deep slate variations for the foundation. And I think the watermill is gonna be just about here, right on the cliff. So I'm gonna place some colored wool down to roughly mark where things are gonna go. I think this is the location of the watermill. And the big water wheel is gonna go on the left. There will be a channel of water underneath the wheel that will move the wheel and a mill pond to feed it. And the water will run down the cliff in a big beautiful waterfall. Okay, let's make this a little bit bigger because I want lots of beautiful flowers in there, water lilies and stuff like that. And over here at the back we're gonna have a little farming area with lots of crops like wheat and beetroot and lovely stuff that looks good. And of course we need some simple paths to connect to the other areas. There, we have a plan. Right, I've spent quite a bit of time in my creative world and I have designed something. I've taken a schematic and now it's time to place it in this world and build it. But I won't show it to you yet because it's gonna be a surprise. Through my Ignitor rank I have a couple of perks, like for instance I can fly, but it's still a survival world, so I need to do a ton of resource gathering. This is just the first page of my long list of materials. There are 3 more pages because my build is so detailed. Basically I need a bit of everything. Thankfully on NSG we have warps and they take you straight to a mining world. So I can mine, plunder and just hack away to my heart's content. I can even leave floating trees. I feel like a total radical. This is completely savage, but ooh, diamonds. I don't actually need diamonds. That's the one thing I don't need. But hey, let's take them anyway. Wow, so many diamonds. There's more. Even with my special superpowers, this has taken quite a while. Oh, and then I keep playing these chat games. If you win, you earn game money and then I can buy some of my materials in the shop, but now I'm warping home because I still need to craft a ton of stuff. It's day 2 and I have finally got everything I need. Well, most of what I need because future me discovered that I was actually looking at the wrong material list and it didn't include the pond or the field. Oopsie! So now it's time to start building. Get ready for the time lapse and I'm gonna change the music. Let's start with some landscaping. And And now the foundations for the mill. Okay, time to build the pond. And now the farm and the rest of the landscape. And here it is, my medieval watermill. Let me give you a guided tour. I'm really proud how this turned out. I love the setting, the waterfall, the hoist that's taking the goods down. I think the color scheme looks absolutely lovely in this setting, and the fences and gates in front of the yellow terracotta give it that half-timbered look. I've deliberately mixed up the blocks so it looks weathered and worn, and here is a little work shed on the outside. I would imagine the miller would come here occasionally along this path and fix his tools. And over here is a field with a variety of crops, and also some pumpkins and some hay that has already been harvested. I added some cherry trees and fences around the edges so it looks cozy and more enclosed. And here is a little bench where you can sit and relax. Now let's go over to the mill pond. It doesn't just provide water for the water wheel, it's also a beautiful habitat, and I imagine that the miller might come here once in a while and maybe do a little bit of fishing. The water wheel was probably one of the trickiest things to build. It took me quite a while to work out how to make it look round and like something that could actually move. And here is the water going underneath the wheel and then cascading down the hill. Let's go back to the front and have a look inside. The shaft of the wheel continues to the inside and it moves all the machinery. It also provides the power for the hoist that pulls all the heavy sacks of grain up to the top floor. And over here on the other side is the hopper that all the grain goes into for the milling. And that's it, a proper working mill. What do you think? Do you like my build? If you do, you can get the download on Planet Minecraft. The link is in the description. By the way, you may have noticed that the build on NSG is in an older version of Minecraft. The actual schematic is for Minecraft 1.21.6, so you've got those amazing cactus flowers because they make such good water lilies. And you've also got the firefly bushes and lots of other features that make it look even better. And here's another thing, you might have noticed that there was a bit of a chest monster over here. And I have a tiny confession to make. I was a bit too lazy to move it, so I just built this hill around it. So my actual house is not in the watermill, it's actually a dirt hut. Yep, I spent ages building an amazing watermill and I live in a molehill. And with this bombshell, I'm gonna leave you. Have a hippy dippy day and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye!